Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Indeed, all praise is for Allah. We praise Him, seek His assistance and seek His forgiveness. We seek refuge in Allah from the evil promptings of our souls and from our evil actions. Whosoever Allah guides, none can misguide. And whosoever Allah leaves to stray, none can guide aright. I testify that none has the right to be worshipped except Allah alone, having no partner. And I testify that Muhammad, may Allah exalt his mention, is his slave and his messenger. Dear blood sisters, Barakallah fikum all. I want to put items and rules in order to follow. May Allah accept and may Allah support. Nowadays we are in a very strange world which necessitates another look from those calling for the so-called da'wah to change their behavior if they really call for Allah sincerely and wants nothing but telling about the Lord, hoping nothing from all this world but Allah acceptance and sincerity. And they are of deep thoughts that meticulous behavior Allah will never ever leave. Allah will never ever forget, and everything is calculated and everything is measured and all will be accumulated to be gained finally in the best way when we meet Him Jalla wa Ala. So we have to understand that the attitude of people nowadays needs us to be more understanding to them and to search if we really sincere to call those Muslims for paradise. We have to let them understand the reality of paradise. It is a real thing. It is not at all something vague or not understood or a way. Nowadays we are hearing about those who fell down, who died in no time at any age. To know about Allah, to ask for hidayah, is something dear, and it needs effort and real hope to guide others. But knowledge, it is a lot, and any can gain from any. Any person can gain any knowledge from any source. But the guidance of Allah through Iman, the so-called Nur al-Iman. Iman has light. That light is a strong light that guides Muslim to proper way. He can differentiate between dunya and hereafter, between this world and hereafter, between what benefits him and what harm him, between what Allah likes and Allah dislike, and according to the strength and reality of this light, the deeds will be. I mean, the more you have strong iman light, the more you are eager to do the best you can do. يا يحيى خذ الكتاب بقوة. Allah is telling Yahya alayhi salam, when you are calling for Allah, do it strongly. وسابقوا وسارعوا. Allah is calling us to be very active, to be very rapid, to be very strong when we are calling for Allah. Not to be relaxed, not to be hesitated, not to be lazy. What I'm not able to do now, tomorrow I can do it. No. This can be your attitude. This can be your attitude if I'll try to repeat again, inshallah. I was telling that Iman has light, and this light is proportional with the strength of your inside Iman. The more you are truly believing in your Lord, the more you are eager to call for Allah properly, sincerely, hoping nothing but Allah reward, the more you will be supported from Allah Jalla wa Ala. So nowadays we have to shift the way of calling for Allah from that previous mood we were talking. No nervousness, no boring, no aggressive attitude. Please don't call for anything but how to make others love Allah. To make others love Allah, they should know really about Allah. To love Allah, they have to know Allah correctly. And you, as calling for Allah, you have to have Iman. That Iman will act as a strong light where you can differentiate between right and wrong, between this world and hereafter world, between what Allah likes, what Allah dislikes. And the more you have Iman, the more your light is stronger. And that light is reflecting your real faith in Allah, your real faith in your Lord, your real faith that you are going to meet Him. And according to that Iman, the deeds will be stronger, manners will be improved, deeds will be multiple. And the hope and the desire to do all what Allah likes and everything fulfill Allah contentment, whether words, whether deeds, whether manners, all that depends on your Iman. Who knows Allah by His names, attributes, deeds really will totally be changed in his manner. He will be more sincere. He will be more ashamed because he is well oriented about perfection of Allah, about how Allah Jalla wa Ala is the richest and He isn't at all in need of any, and how we all are in need of Him. And by that, He will never ever share any with Him. And if He did it, it will be ignorance not intention. If he did something, let Allah be angry, and he likes Allah too much, and he is trying his best to fulfill what Allah likes, and he did something, it will be due to his ignorance. He's ignorant about Allah's names, attributes, and deeds. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying, قُلْ إِنَّمَا أَنَا بَشَرٌ مِثْلُكُمْ. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying, I'm like you. I am a normal human being. I am a normal human being like you. But Allah is inspiring me. And there is nothing to be well known that Allah is one. If you really want to face and meet Allah, do righteous deeds. And never ever share others with Allah in your worship. And this verse is present in Surah Al-Kahf 110. Allah Jalla wa Ala, Almighty, created all creations to worship Him. And we will never ever be, we or other than us, nobody can worship Allah correctly the way Allah likes and the way correct to worship Him. We cannot do it except after knowing Him Jalla wa Ala. Know His names, know His attributes, and know His creed, know His rules, and to know what is the deed we are going to be rewarded by, and the sins we are going to be punished for. So, worship Allah is the maximum we all be created for. And the most to be guilty with is to be polytheistic. So polytheism is the greatest, and never ever to be forgiven from Allah. So committing shirk is the greatest of sins. For whoever worship other than Allah has placed worship in other than its rightful place and directed it to other than who is worthy of it. He is not correctly behaving. Again and again. Shirk is to set up a partner with Allah. And we came to know that Allah has rububiyyah and uluhiyyah and names and attributes. Allah Jalla wa Ala, His rububiyyah as the Lord of this universe, He is the creator, and this is considered the greatest gift to all mankind, that He created them in the best way. And He facilitates everything for them to be used. And all creation, as a result of that, is in need of Allah. And that need, that they are in need of Allah, falls under two categories. There is necessary need. That necessary need is the need of the creatures of their Lord. It means, number one, their existence. خلقهم. So Allah Jalla wa Ala is the creator. So they are existed through this creation. If they are created, they are existed, so they are in need of provision. They are in need of disposition. They are in need of survival and whatever else they need. So all creation, all creation, all of creation is in need of Allah for that. This is necessity. It is a necessary need. So everybody needs this necessity. This is the first category, makes them in need of Allah Jalla wa Ala. The second one, which I'm talking about, and you should know it, is the voluntary need. Voluntary need, I need Allah by myself. I need to know Him. I need to be near to Him. I need to Him always supporting me. I need to Him always to give me all His grace, all His love. All I need. This voluntary need is the fruit. The fruit of two types of awareness. That the slave is aware of his Lord, and the slave is aware of himself. Again, in order to know the crime of shirk or polytheism, again, in order to know the crime of shirk or polytheism, all creation is in need of Allah. Okay? We are quite sure that all needs Allah. Polytheistic, monotheistic, animals, human being, angels, all of creation is in need of Allah Jalla wa Ala. That need falls under two categories: necessary need and voluntary need. Necessary need and voluntary need. Necessary needs is animal needs. All are in need of, from the very beginning, their existence. Now, after their existence, they need to be fulfilled concerning their provision, disposition, survival, and whatever they need. Animal needs, beast needs to eat, to excrete, to reproduce, to live, to find more food, to eat more, reproduce more, and then to die. This is necessary need, and it is needed by all creatures. Even that disbeliever, he cannot and dare not to exist if he put his two fingers closing his nose and mouth to breathe. He will die immediately. He is there and say that he can live without Allah, but he cannot, because this is a necessary need. The need of all creatures, of the Lord, terms of their existence, provision, disposition, survival, and whatever else they need. Okay? But the second one is voluntary need. That voluntary need is like a fruit, and it will be a fruit of two types of awareness. To be aware of your Lord and to be aware of yourself. The slave's awareness of his Lord, the slave's awareness of himself. So whoever is aware of his Lord as absolutely self-sufficient. He becomes aware of himself as absolutely in need, and thereby address to the door of servitude until he meets his Lord. Again and again, we should be changed. We are not right. We have to be oriented. We are going to leave in no time. If we go and meet him without that knowledge, we will lose a lot. Monotheism is the only item we were created for, and polytheism is the greatest crime a person can do, a slave can do. We aren't a person, we are slaves. There is two categories only, monotheism and polytheism. So in order not to be polytheistic, you have to know the second type of you need. The needs falls under two categories: necessary need and voluntary need. Necessary, like animals: eat, drink, reproduce, die. And most likes this category very much. But the second, voluntary, is like a fruit. But that fruit is a fruit of two types of awareness: to be aware of your Lord and to be aware of yourself. Slave's awareness of his Lord, slave's awareness of himself. So whoever is aware of his Lord, who is his Lord? Self-sufficient, absolutely self-sufficient Lord. This will make you automatically aware of yourself. This makes that slave automatically aware of himself as what? Absolutely in need of his Lord. And thereby address to the door of servitude. He is a slave. He isn't a servant. He is a slave. This makes him address to the door of servitude until he meets his beloved Lord. And as it comes in Surah Fatir 15. Surah Fatir 15. Fatir 15, where Allah declared it very clear: Ya ayyuhan nasu antum al-fuqara'u ila Allah. And who is Allah? Al-Ghani, Al-Hamid. All mankind, you should know that you are always and forever in need of Allah. So you are the poorest and He is the richest. So if the story is like that, so you are always in need of that. Rich, worthy to all praise, of all praise. He is your Lord, Al-Ghani, the rich. He's totally free of anybody's need. He isn't in need of anybody. He can care with himself and with all his creatures. He can care with himself and with all his creatures, human and not human. All living and non-living. Mountains are kept in places because of his will and because of his order. Heavens are up, not allowed to be fallen down. To finish all these creatures, it is held up by his will. All heavens, with all creatures there, are controlled by his will. So all mankind are the poorest. And they are poor to their Lord, the rich, to the Lord who is worthy of all praise. From that comes the reality of the danger of shirk. And what is the meaning of shirk? All nowadays, إلا من رحم ربي, are in great adherent to shirk. Nearly all. They are sharing with him all what they love. The kids, her husband, his wife, his relative, his rank, whatever he likes, he is sharing with Allah and preferring it. So shirk is to set up a partner with your Lord. And your Lord has 3 categories untouchable and not to be shared with him. Number 1, his rububiyyah, to be the Lord. None but him is the Lord. And rububiyyah, as we said before, it includes the 4 items, which is creation. He is the creator. Al-Mulk, he is the owner of all that universe. Provision. And he is the master. So none should be shared with this category. The category of rububiyyah is his. He is the only Lord. He is the only Rabb. And number 2 in shirk is to set up a partner with Allah in his uluhiyyah, to do any of heart imanic deeds, which are a lot, fear or slaughtering, hajj, praying, any of these imanic heart deeds, the greatest of which is love, all belongs to Allah alone. So the greatest or the highest rank of imanic heart deeds is love. And this is the problem. Love, under which there are categories. Love, under which there are categories. The 8 categories comes in Surah At-Tawbah, where Allah swore that if any try to love or share one of these 8 categories with him, فَتَرَبَّصُوا, wait and you shall see. You shall see what's going on to you. And actually, we are nowadays seeing nobody can deny the terrible troubles we are nowadays suffering. Nobody can deny the bad events we are every now and then facing. Allah Jalla wa Ala is saying in Surah At-Tawbah 24, قُلْ إِن كَانَ آبَاؤُكُمْ, see, your fathers, وَأَبْنَاؤُكُمْ, your offsprings, whatever, وَإِخْوَانُكُمْ, brothers, وَأَزْوَاجُكُمْ, wives, وَعَشِيرَتُكُمْ, all around you, family, country, neighborhood, anything you love and you like and you are related to. وَأَمْوَالٌ اقْتَرَفْتُمُوهَا, your money, or trade, any kind of job you are holding or you are employed at, tijara, you are afraid it may be lost. تخشون كسادها. ومساكن, our homes, decoration, all things we like, we are decorating always in order to be suitable for our ranks. ومساكن ترضونها, if all these أحب إليكم, you prefer it and love it more than Allah and His Prophet and struggle for, فتربصوا. تربصوا means wait, it's coming, it's soon coming, don't worry, it is soon coming. What is coming? Allah punishment, Allah anger, Allah Jalla wa Ala disappointment from our shameful attitudes. So, shirk, its definition is to share any with Allah in His rububiyyah, in His uluhiyyah, and in His names and attributes. In His attributes, there are attributes for Allah only. That arrogant attitude we are nowadays meeting and we are seeing among even those calling for da'wah, calling for Allah, how so proud of himself. You cannot call or talk to him easily and softly. And how dare you do that? How dare you do that? How dare you call that about His Majesty? It's terrible. Allah Jalla wa Ala, highest rank of glory. Allah Jalla wa Ala is the one who all should be proud of. I am proud of being a slave for Allah. I am proud of being taught from Allah. I am proud to wear what Allah ordered me to do. In spite. This makes others annoyed of my shape, of my veil, of my clothes. It doesn't care to me. It doesn't care to me. It doesn't even harm me. I should feel proud of being Muslim, honored from Allah before my death to know the proper way. I should be very honored that Allah have chosen me, have given me that great gift, letting me be number one Muslim and number two educated Muslim about my religion, about Him, makes me honored by that high rank of honorable degrees, knowledge about Allah. And the time is soon coming. The time is soon coming to see the result of that proud attitude. True Muslim, whether male or female, it is soon coming, because surely we are going to die. It is soon coming. The hour and the moment of gaining any kind, wallahi, there is no trouble. Wallahi, there is no trouble. We are not having any trouble if we have full confidence of ourselves as true Muslims. There is no trouble. No trouble. What's the trouble? Others look. Others insult. What's the trouble? There is no trouble. It is internal satisfaction. It is internal happiness. It is reality of happiness. You aren't in need of any. He is totally satisfying you. We are satisfied. Satisfied with him and not in need of others. What kind of others? How close to us? How far to us? How dear to us? How enemy to us? We aren't neither in need of them nor be affected by them. With Allah, nothing to be shared, nothing to be felt. There is no pain. There is no pain, even body pain, which is considered the least of psychological pains. I know very well, to be affected by any physical problem, health problem, the maximum of which is pain, but it is not at all be compared with psychological pain, pain of leaving, pain of feeling away from your beloved persons, your family, your neighbors, your kids, your husband. It is nothing, believe me. If you are really in touch with your Lord, all these are nothing. He's going to satisfy you. He's going to compensate you. He's going to let you taste that very strange, nice taste of Iman fruits. Iman has fruits, tasted and felt. But the problem is how to reach. Believe me, Allah is not leaving us. Allah is greatly supporting. And if you are in proper touch with your Lord, you feel how near is He. How near is He. That's why if a person believes that there is no creator or helper with Allah, if he believes that there is some other than Allah to be shared with him, he is mushrik. He is mushrik whoever believes that someone beside Allah is worthy of worship. Then he is a mushrik. And whoever believes that Allah has an equal in His names, attributes, or any belongs to Him, he is a mushrik. So a mushrik, a polytheistic, or a polytheistic is a person sharing others with Allah in that three categories. in Allah Rububiyyah, in Allah Uluhiyyah, in Allah names and attributes. What's the result? What's the danger of that shirk? The danger of shirk is that committing shirk is great injustice. Why injustice? Because it is great injustice. Allah is giving us all these things and you share other with Him. Even if this share is your kids and husband and relatives and whoever you love, or rank or whatever. It is great injustice because it is a violation of the exclusive right of Allah Jalla wa Ala. It is His exclusive right. It is His full right. Tawheed is Allah's full right, exclusive right. And you are sharing. A person is sharing. Take care. Most of us are sharing. Take care. Take care. Sharing Him. Even with feelings. Allah is well oriented by your inside. Your inside tells that you love your kid too much than anything else. Your feelings is well apparent that you prefer them more than anything, more than your eyes you are seeing them with, more than your soul working for them. So what about Allah Jalla wa Ala? So what about Allah Jalla wa Ala? It is an exclusive right of Allah to be worshipped alone, having no partner. So committing shirk is considered a great injustice because it is a violation of the exclusive right of Allah Jalla wa Ala, which is Tawheed. And hence, Tawheed is the most fair of justice, and shirk is the most unfair of injustice, and the most abominable of offenses, the worst, because it is defaming the Lord of the world, directing what is exclusively His full right. A person doing shirk is directing what is exclusively Lord right to other than Him. He is making equal, equating Him with others. And moreover, due to the great danger of shirk, whoever meets Allah again and again, committing shirk, great injustice. Why? Why great injustice? Because it is exclusive right of Allah to worship Him alone, having no partner, the so-called Tawheed or monotheism. So, Tawheed or monotheism is the most fair of justices. And shirk is the most unfair of injustices. And the most offenses, the most abominable of offenses, the worst offenses. To do shirk is the most offensive thing to be done. Why? Because a person doing shirk, the so-called mushrik, defaming, he is sharing with the Lord of the world others, sharing and directing what is exclusive right for the Lord, the Creator, fully Allah Lord, Allah right, it is fully His, it is His full right He is the Lord of the world, all worlds. It is exclusive right for Allah to other than Him. None dare to be equalized with Him. And because of that terrible thing which is shirk, great danger to be mushrik, who meets Allah as mushrik, wal'iyadhu billah, he will never be forgiven. Allah will never ever forgive him. Because Allah said it frankly in many surahs of His Quran, and we can say Surah An-Nisa 4:48, in Surah An-Nisa 48, Surah An-Nisa, verse 48, Allah is saying, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَغْفِرُ أَن يُشْرَكَ بِهِ وَيَغْفِرُ مَا دُونَ ذَلِكَ لِمَن يَشَاءُ وَمَن يُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ فَقَدِ افْتَرَى إِثْمًا عَظِيمًا. See what Allah is saying. Allah will never ever forgive any mushrik who is setting up partners with Him. He will never ever. This is the only sin not to be forgiven. If a person died and he is mushrik, a person died with shirk will never be forgiven. And there is a very effective verse telling that. I'll bring it. Surah in Al Imran. See? In Al Imran 90 and 91. In Al Imran 90 and 91. See, in Al Imran 90, especially 91. 90 and 91. See, let us read it. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا بَعْدَ إِيمَانِهِمْ. Nowadays, see how many are atheist. Allah is saying, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. They reverted. See the terrible fate they are meeting. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا وَمَاتُوا وَهُمْ كُفَّارٌ. So they are going to meet the Lord while they are polycystic. لن يقبل من أحدهم ملء الأرض ذهبا ولو افتدى به. See, now he died and he met Allah, and he want to do something to regain Allah contentment. It will never be, even if that thing he is trying to collect is full of gold. He filling the whole earth, the whole ملء الأرض ذهبا. It will not be accepted from any of them, even if they offered it as in front of a ransom. Why? Because he shared and died polycystic. And those لهم عذاب أليم. And if you remember Surah Al-Hajj, ذوقوا عذاب الحريق. So as we said, that shirk is the greatest danger. And as we said just now, إن الله لا يغفر أن يشرك به ويغفر ما دون ذلك. Allah is going to forgive any other than shirk. Any other than shirk. And as we just now said, إن الذين كفروا وماتوا وهم كفار فلن يقبل من أحدهم ملء الأرض ذهبا ولو افتدى به أولئك لهم عذاب أليم وما لهم من ناصرين. Nobody is going to support them. Nobody is going to help them. Nobody is doing any care for any of them. And also, committing shirk, as we said, is the greatest sin. The greatest of all sins is shirk. For whoever worship other than Allah, has placed worship in other than its rightful place and erected it to other than who's worthy of it, who is Allah Jalla wa Ala. Allah is the only creator, so He is the only worthy of being worshipped. And so committing shirk is great injustice and heroic, offensive, because Allah said it in Surah Luqman 13, Allah Jalla wa Ala said in Surah Luqman 13, the first surah. Now the first, I said 3 surahs. One of them is in Nisa. And in Nisa, it is number 4. And then the second surah is Al-Imran. Al-Imran. And the number of Al-Imran is 90 and 91. And then now Surah Luqman, number 13. إن الشرك لظلم عظيم. Shirk is the greatest injustice. So committing shirk is the greatest of sins. Why it is the greatest? Because a person, mushrik, the polytheistic, the one who is sharing others with Allah, he placed worship, especially worship, it is worship. Even his hawa, what he likes, is considered a polytheism. So he placed worship in other than its rightful place. And he directed that worship to other than who is worthy of it. And that is great injustice and heroic, offensive. And that's why Allah said, إِنَّ الشِّرْكَ لَظُلْمٌ عَظِيمٌ. Shirk is the greatest injustice. And as we said before, shirk is 2 types. The major shirk renders all deeds worthless. Worthless to be generous. Worthless to give all your money to all poor people. Worthless. It's very important. It's very important to know this item, because it's very shameful that we hear Muslims so proud of non-Muslims being generous, for example. And he is giving dua for him. He is giving dua for him. He is asking Allah forgiveness because he is very generous. And he totally forget that he insulted Allah by taking other than him as a Lord to be worshipped. He is totally unaware, that Muslim, that this polytheistic, whatever generous is he, whatever helpful for others is he has only one place when he meets Allah, which is hellfire. قطعت لهم ثياب من النار. Garments be made of fire. So we have to know that, because I met many people, Muslims, so proud of non-Muslims being generous, being helpful. Let him be helpful. I don't know his intention, but I know very well that he share other with my Lord, which is greatest insult. So let him do whatever he wants. Let him be generous, let him be kind, let him be helpful, let him be anything. He's going to hellfire if he died like that. Because we cannot point to a certain person telling you are going to go to the hellfire. Because he may be Muslim before his death. But anybody meets Allah and he is polytheistic, he has no other than hellfire, a place for him to go there. And that's why major shirk renders all these worthless and necessitates destruction and loss, and is the greatest of major sins. Allah Jalla wa Ala says in His Holy Quran, وَلَقَدْ أُوحِيَ إِلَيْكَ وَإِلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكَ لَإِنْ أَشْرَكْتَ لَيُحْبَطَنَّ عَمَلَكَ وَلَتَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ بَلِ اللَّهُ فَاعْبُدْ وَكُن مِنَ الشَّاكِرِينَ. Allah Jalla wa Ala said it in Surah Az-Zumar 65-66. Az-Zumar 65-66, because I want to finish. 65-66 Az-Zumar. Allah is saying what? See, He is saying that to Muhammad, may Allah exalt his mention. He is saying to him that He inspired him, that if he is sharing any with Allah, it's worthless to do any other job, to do any other kind of good deeds. لا يحبطن عملك. يحبطن, it will not be accepted. So, to say that about major shirk before I stop here, major shirk renders all these worthless, and it necessitates destruction and loss, and is the greatest of major sins. Allah says in His Holy Quran, وَلَقَدْ أُوحِيَ إِلَيْكَ. Allah Jalla wa Ala already revealed to Muhammad, may Allah exalt his mention, that all, and also to other prophets, that if they share or give partners with Allah, so the deeds surely are worthless, and you would surely be among losers. Rather worship Allah alone and be among the grateful. So it is highly important to know that. And in order to finish here, Abu Bakr, may Allah please him, narrated that Prophet Muhammad, may Allah exalt his mention, he said, shall I not inform you of the greatest of major sins? I'll write it for you, the hadith. Shall I not inform you of the greatest of major sins? They said, yes, surely, Messenger of Allah, yes, please tell us. He said, committing shirk and disobedience to parents. He set up after he had been saying that, he started after saying that, as if he want to emphasize on that. So, and giving false witness. He continued to repeat, giving false witness. Giving false witness. He continued repeating. Abu Bakr said, until we wish he would be quiet. Stop it. Being danger. So, in Bukhari, sorry, not on Abu Bakr, Bukhari, I'm sorry. Bukhari report that, which gives us proper idea about the danger So major shirk renders all deeds worthless, and it necessitates destruction and loss, and is the greatest of major sins. We will stop here to continue next time. جزاكم الله خيرا، بارك الله فيكم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك، أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت، أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.